Hello, Scott Wessex Blades. How are you doing? So, it's pretty warm in England at the moment. So I've been struggling in the garage with the heat of the roof blasting down on my head. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. So I got this one available, sort of running along at the end of the last batch. I got some larger stuff coming through, especially for Ralph and for Brian. So I've got like kukris and a Westmuck, which is sort of appertaining to this one. This is going to be quite a rare thing. I've heard on the grapevine that my colleague in arms, as it were, Duncan, is withdrawing from making knives. So this is one of his models, a Dorset Woodland Blades Nessmuck. It's a sort of a medium-sized one, and I'm more than happy to get his blades and put my handles on them. So of course I can adjust it a little bit and put my bevels and my edges on and my decals or whatever, but this is one of his shapes. So it's really skeletonized through the handle. He's got a lovely little trick of when he drills a hole here, that denotes it's 52-100, and if it's not drilled it denotes it's a 1. So this is a 52-100 one, and it's quite old stock, as it were. So what I've done is I've cleaned it up, but it's not cosmetically the usual top end bit. The handle's lovely, the sheath's crazy, so I'm letting it go for $2.20 UK posted. Raising funds, the usual. Wessex, middle of the month. So that's available now. Close-ups outside and far better light. And then of course you've got to appreciate double stitched 20mm, well, lock stitched, not saddle stitched straight through, lock stitched double knot. Dangler, beautiful bit of stitching on the back of there, bead on the ferro rod. The ferro rod itself has got liners to match the blade, and it's a pretty beautiful bit of kit. So that's available, and it doth cut beautifully. It's got an interesting way of cutting because of the swoop. It just bites and bites and keeps cutting because you got that recurve at the start and it sweeps up at the end. So it's a beautiful bit of kit. Small handle, very light. It's only 4mm stock, but I didn't want to grind it to oblivion because it had been in his workshop for a few years. So it's an old blank, but you keep it oiled up, it'll be wonderful for you. So there's that, and then there's this for Andy. Oh, so beautiful ferro rod. This is a turned one, white stitching, because brief was to match this axe head, and that had axe mask, and that had white stitching. So well, match that then. So white stitching, sort of a deep tan, and he wanted something special on the back. So you think that's nice? What's some of that? Dangler, textured part at the bottom. Something very special. So got a hint of a drop on this blade. Obviously the stills outside and the video outside is going to be great, but I've really gone to town on this little section here, show outside. mosaic pins, G10 bolster, Cocobolo scales, and twin liners, so steel, then black, then white, and then a Cocobolo. And the G10 would be black, then white, then the G10 bolster. Yes. Some lovely sculpting in here for your index finger to go in, or your thumb on the other side. It's gorgeous. So I got that for Andy. He'll be going out next week, I expect. And then the sheath is beautifully dark, and that sheen is solely the carnauba with the top coat, about 6 top coats of this. So I put it on lightly, buff it on, put it on lightly, buff it on, buff it on, and it just goes deep. Beautiful. So that's the state of play with those. I have a few oddsies to do for a customer, sort of like a billocky thing, and then it's crack on with a batch of slightly biggery blades. So join along with me on that. That will be available as and when I can get it up on the website. But this is now complete, which is great. And then I did a few ferro rods as well. Sort of geometric design. Because I had some sort of 4.5, 5mm blanks I wanted to use up, and it's summer, so I've got lots of ferro rods. So thanks for joining me again. Great, and follow along with the next builds. This is sort of yes, I get to play with some nice classic things next week, and then